Hey, bank holiday, everybody. It's Monday. That can only mean one thing. That means we're going through our week in numbers. Was it a good week? Was it a bad week? We will let you know. So this week, I've got some awesome episodes coming up. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we're going through Clough Road. What happened to Clough Road last week? Wednesday, we're going to talk about what to do, how to put in an offer. How do you put in an offer? Because you can't, please don't be one of those people, when you see a site you want to buy or lease, you can't email it across. It's got to be done professionally and properly to make sure they take you seriously and they know you're a serious candidate. And therefore, you might be able to get a better deal. Anyway, we're going to that on Wednesday. And on Friday, we're going into different types of occupancy. There's 3 types of occupancy that I've just been reading about, and I thought it was fascinating. So I'm going to tell you all about that as well. Okay, so the amount of quotes last week, let's dive straight in. 38 quotes for Willoughby, which is a damn good week for Willoughby. 5.43 quotes per day. Check this out. Number of reservations. This is just for Willoughby. 17 reservations out of a 38 quotes. That is bananas. That's a conversion rate of 45%. And yes, I say bananas a lot. So 17 reservations. I'm actually over the moon. 14 of those was forward move-ins as well. So that means a forward move-in, the cancellation rate on a forward move-in, and our figures is just 2%. Is 2%. A cancellation on a non when they haven't done the paperwork, when they haven't done the forward moving, it rises to 14%. So there's a massive difference. That's why it's critical and crucial for us to do in forward movings, because the more they invest, the more time they invest in the process, the less likely they are to go somewhere else, cancel, think about any other options. And so, yeah, it's fundamentally makes a massive difference. We've got the data to back it up. And yeah, it's so forward movings, 14 forward movings, 82% over the moon. Number of move-ins, we had 16 move-ins last week. 16, that is tremendous. That is 1,350 square foot. So yeah, I'm over the moon. 1,350 square foot for 16 move-ins. That's a conversion rate of 42%. Wow, take a bow team. I tell you what, it's really started to motor now, has the self-storage season, if you like. It's stepping into the high season now for the next 5-6 months, and it is going to be phenomenal. Currently, we are 82.32% full. We're going to be well in our 90s. Absolutely going to be brilliant, and that means that we're going to be taking more money. So yeah, everything's looking good. Right, what else can we tell you? So we had other move-ins, we had 3. And so that means people taking extra rooms. So we had a total move-ins of 1,525 square foot. 1,525 square foot. Bananas. I love that. And anything over 1,000 square foot in a week for me is golden. So number of times the van was rented out, the transit was rented out 3 times, and the Luton, the good old Luton, was rented out. Come on. Yes, Sarah from Utoxeter. You got it right. It was 6. So that's good. Number of, where did the quotes come from? So 19 quotes came from Google. That is exactly 50%. Word of mouth was 5. Passing by was 9. Word of mouth, by the way, was 13%. Passing by was 24%. Beverly 24 was 2. Beverly is rocking and rolling as well at the minute. That's 5%. The reason why, by the way, I don't do an episode about Beverly, how well Beverly's doing, is because it is what it is. It's 90% full now. Yes, it fluctuates. It went down just to under 80%, I think, and it's shot back up again. And it's going to fluctuate between 90 and 95% full for the rest of the season. And we are putting up prices in Beverly as well. So yeah, not a lot really happens. It's a mature facility. I think we only moved in 1,000 square foot, 1,000 and something square foot last month, and we moved out like 200 or 300. So nothing really much happens there. So that's why I don't really do anything about Beverly. It's a small site, but it just chucks out cash, 140 grand a year, which is brilliant, absolutely phenomenal. But that's the beauty of a mature site. Stormore, Willoughby isn't yet mature, and when it is mature, then it's a little bit like Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is very, very volatile because it's not a mature currency. When it becomes more mature, it won't be as volatile. It's exactly the same as for self-storage as well. When your site is mature, there'll be less volatility, you know what I mean? Flip it heck. So it's not as volatile. And so we expect Stormore, Willoughby to start heading down. That chain rate will be going down and it will be less volatile. Okay, so amount of square foot moved in, we know was 1525. And how much was the square foot moved out? Well, I'm going to have a little swig of my little cheeky little glass of wine that I've just poured, and you can hear one from one of my sponsors. Just got back now. It's 7:43 on Sunday evening. Got back about 7:30. Been to the beach and stuff all day. Robin Hood's Bay with the kids. It's been awesome. And so yeah, lovely to get home. The wife's just poured her a glass of wine as well. And now I genuinely love doing these podcasts. Absolutely love it. I can't wait to do the rest of them. Talking about Clough Road, talking about all the rest of them for this week as well. So I'm going to record a few of them, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning, because. Yeah, it's bank holiday Monday tomorrow. We're going to races, Beverly races, so it'll be a good day. Right, so square foot moved out. Okay, let's get on with it. And by the way, I don't know if we've got a sponsor in that slot or not. I've been rubbish getting back to people who've been asking to sponsor. If you are one of these people who's been getting in touch with me and asking me to sponsor, I will get round to it because, do you know what? I'm going to be honest. It's a way that I can easily make money. And because I just put in the sponsor, I'm doing the podcast anyway, so I might as well have a sponsorship and I might as well have the extra money. Why not? And I know they're a good company because I vetted them. And so therefore, you guys have the trust of that company as well. So yeah, it's what we call a win-win-win, like the insurance. It's a win-win-win for everybody. Right, square foot moved out. Stop talking, Dean. 1480. So we was up. Yes, up. A net result of 45 square foot. So a good week overall. A lot of move outs, but a lot of move ins. Amount of rooms moved in was 19. Amount of rooms moved out was 15. Total internal rooms occupied is 371. We had 3 containers moved out. Holy shit. No wonder we had 3 containers moved out. It's 320, 420, 480. 480 in square footage just on containers. Wow. So moving out. So we've got 42 containers on site and we just bought 2 new containers as well. As it bloody well happens. So I will fill them. It's okay. Amount of car parking moved in, 0. Amount of car parking moved out, 0. We've still got 6 car parking spaces. Store occupancy, as I mentioned, was 82.32%, so which is good. Average weekly sales for merchandise is £19.22 per move-in. So we want to be around £25, so it's not too bad. Total amount of new insurance sold this week is £95,000 worth. So that means an average of £5,937 per move-in. So yes, finally, we're getting back to above that 5,000 threshold. 5,000 has to be the bare minimum. And again, like I mentioned, we might have to start putting up insurance prices and stuff, but we'll see how it goes. Right, amount of move-ins due next week. Incredibly, there's only 8 move-ins due next week. Even though we've got 17 reservations and the reservations are flying in, we've only got 575 due to move in, which it's not very much. And the amount of move-outs is 14 move-outs for 860. However, I do think that 860 square foot move-out compared to 575 in, I think we'll be positive. I think we're positive this week. Fingers crossed. Okay, so let's have a look at the money. I've got the sheet all ready for you, which I don't normally do. Wow. All right. Holy moly. For the first time ever. Is it first time ever? Maybe. For the first time ever, we have taken over 30,000. Why? I love it. And we've got Clough Road figures in here for you as well. So I'll start with Clough Road. Oh, sorry, I've got a real itchy nipple. If you're on camera, if you can see me on camera, I've got a real itchy nipple for some reason. Don't know. Anyway, been to the beach. So money in from Stripe was £1,805.73. So no bounce direct debits, etc., and no refunds because we don't do refunds. Clough Road, we don't do refunds anywhere, which, by the way, has been a massive game changer for us. It's 20 grand a year, extra 25 grand a year in our pocket. So why would you? I mean, when the hat lady first told me, I was like, no. I want to give refunds. But she goes, why? Nobody does in America. I'm like, no. Anyway, 2 years later, if I'd listened to her, I'd have been 40 grand richer. But I didn't. But I have done now. So listen to me, because I promise you, why give money away when you don't need to? Why? It's better in my pocket than anybody else's pocket. Well, not than anybody else's pocket, but you get my point. So yes, so we've taken £1,805.73 at Clough Road. At Beverly, we only took 5,000. It's 5,000. Yeah, 5,000. Is that okay? Yeah, 5,000 is okay at Beverly. 5,000 is a good week at Beverly. £5,231.79. Bounce direct debits of £303.76. Clough Road, by the way, there's no bounce direct debits because Gavin is a 100% right on this, that yes, you are paying a collection fee for Stripe, a processing fee, whatever it may be. Is it 1.4%, whatever it is? But it's you don't get any bad payers, any debtors, because when you do, we just take it another time. We'll just take it, I don't know, maybe Stripe have the data where they know that sort of person, that clientele will have money in their account at this time. And so they just keep trying. And eventually there'll be money in your account when we take it. That's it. And so we just won't have bad debts, or very, very few bad debts at Clough Road. So bounce direct debits at Beverley was £303.76. Bounce direct debits at Willoughby was £265.60, by the way. So, and at Willoughby, we took £26,957.22. So in total, I just want to make sure this is correct, because I don't think it is. I think they've added it up wrong. This is how on it I am. We'll see. I could look a buffoon when it's right. 18.05 and 73 pence plus £5,231.79. No, it's wrong. They've done it wrong. Yes, I don't look a buffoon. They look a buffoon. Right, so total, we have taken £33,994.74. So £33,994.74, and they have put down £32,189.01. The reason I believe this will be incorrect is because it's probably on auto add, and they haven't added in Clough Road since it's the first time we've been displaying Clough Road on this spreadsheet. Yes, it's exactly that. God damn it, I'm good. God damn it. Sorry. All right, so that is where we've been going there. Let's have a look at revenue check for April. How well True Period Revenue says we should have done, and how much we actually taken. Revenue check. Here it is. Revenue check. Yep. So True Period Revenue says that we should be taking £83,654.74 at Stormore, when we actually took £88,653.82. That is positive £4,999.12. So amazing results there. Beverley, True Period Revenue, £14,582.53, and the actual revenue was £13,896.32. Right, guys, girls, guess what? I'm out of here. See ya.